Brady, what did you make of the game today, mate?
Yeah, she's a tough game. I think it was always going to be us coming off the bye and North Hobart obviously putting in a massive effort after their week last week. We always knew it was going to be a tough game, and yeah, that's what we got.
Pretty contested first half. I thought North were in the game for a lot of that first half and probably just slipped away in the third quarter. Were you surprised at how well they played in that first half?
No, not surprised. We obviously knew they were going to come out with a lot of effort. As Bear said in the, I think it was in the paper, they aimed for 80 tackles, so we knew they were going to have a fair dinkum crack, and they beat us in at stoppage and contested the ball in the first quarter. And once we worked out a couple of things, I think we rectified it, and yeah, we were okay in the last three.
I thought in that third quarter you really wrestled away the momentum your way. What was said by Jeremy at half time that really got you into gear?
Yeah, so I was trying to work out, I suppose, what was happening in the game, why we couldn't get on top, and we worked out that we just needed to get even numbers around the ball and in our forward half. And once we could do that and play one-on-one footy, we got it back on our terms.
Yeah, I thought the forward line functioned really well today. I think it was 16 points or something, but altogether I thought Coxie played well. Wade Warney was down there when he was in the ruck. He played well. What did you make of the forwards to that?
Yeah. Again, once we could nullify their loose that they had one or two loose at some stages, and they played quite well. So Hugh Williams and the young fella, I think it's Pippin.
Yep.
He's so they had a lot of the footy, and once we could make them accountable, those blokes like Coxie and Wade, well, they're pretty good one-on-one. So.
Yep. Any injuries out of that?
I think Ryan Edmondson's got, I'm not sure what it is, lower leg something. He didn't play the last half, but yeah, apart from that, everyone's pretty good.
Yep. After last week's effort, I thought you'd be pretty impressed with the way the boys responded today.
Yeah, we needed a response, and I think we got the response particularly early. Obviously, we fell away towards the end, but we asked for 80 tackles before the game. We ended up with 89, so that's a tick.
Yep. So that first half, I thought you were really in a contest all the way. What was the message pre-game from yourself and the leaders in Hugh to get the boys up and going?
I didn't think it had to be too much of a message. Even though they're very young, they're a proud group, and we had to respond, and I thought we did respond early, particularly even the first quarter. I thought we probably had the game a little bit in our terms. Just before quarter time, the Roos kicked a goal from one of our silly mistakes where we just needed to just hold for 30 seconds and run the clock down, but that's inexperience, and we'll learn from that.
Yep, I thought Pepin was good today again. How'd you rate his performance?
Yeah, he moves like a basketballer, really. Like he reads the ball really well, and he gives us plenty of dash from behind. I thought Callan Kilpatrick was really good for us as well.
Yep, he had a run with roll on Cunliffe, is that right?
No, the run with roll was Nick Lee.
Yep. How'd you rate his performance?
Really good. Nick has played on Carter round 1, Riley round 2, and Cunliffe round 3. And I don't know what the stats were for Cunliffe, but I don't think he had as much influence on the game as he would have liked.
Was that a hard tag, or did you just tell him to just go out and play his footy, but when Cunliffe's near the ball, just to...
No, it's definitely a lockdown.
Yep.
Part of our process is we have to actually learn how to be really good defensively, and we'll put steps in place each week that we will be running with 1 or 2 hard tags, and today Nick had the job on Troy.
Yep, so as you said, the aim was for 80 tackles today, and you obviously beat your aim. You'd be pretty impressed with the pressure the boys put on over the 4 quarters?
Yeah, probably the third quarter, I suppose, our tackle rate dropped to under 20, which we're disappointed in. I think we ended up with 20 in the last quarter, so at least we've set some type of benchmark there. So now we know we can get to that level through applied effort. We'll have to continue to do so.
Yeah, I thought the ruck duel today between Wade Wall and Unsworth was pretty contested and pretty tight. What's a guy like Jeff? You've obviously got a very young side, and a lot of blokes don't have the senior bodies yet. What does a bloke like Unsworth bring to the side with his big frame?
Well, I suppose he's just got to be really tough in there and provide an opportunity for the mids to get the footy. There's times where Wade may have jumped over the top of Jeff, which is a little bit disappointing, but there was also times in the game when Jeff was in the ruck for us, we actually were controlling the footy. So we just need a more consistent effort for Jeff over 4 quarters, and as I said previously, he hasn't played much footy in the last 3 or 4 years, so as the season goes on, I'm sure we'll get a more consistent effort from Unsworth.
Yep. Another big test this Friday night against Glenorchy, who defeated North Lonnie today. What's going to be the message during the week for the boys? Such a big game.
Well, firstly, we've got to recover really well and then just embrace the challenge. I mean, they've knocked off the Bombers today by 50 points. So obviously Glenorchy are travelling really well. There'll be matchups we'll have to get right. Obviously Jay Bowden's all class, so he will obviously get some attention. But they have a deep midfield in Mott and Webb as well, who's an outstanding leader. So it's another big challenge for our young guys.
Yeah, and knowing yourself, you've now said that you signed a little contract extension. Obviously pleasing for you to know that the club's supporting you in the journey you guys are taking now.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, it was getting to the stage where I was nearly going to go to them and ask would I have another year. And during the week they came to me, and as I said to the guys, I'm here for the long term. I'm not here just to be the quick fix, help them out for a year. I actually want to keep developing these guys, and coaching a senior team, something I've aspired to do many years ago, and I've got the opportunity now, so it's just nice to get another 12 months to keep teaching these young guys.
Yep. Any injuries out of today at all?
Yeah, Josh Cleaver, a couple of fractured ribs, so he'll miss. He'll be out for a few weeks.
Yep, beauty. Thanks, mate.
Cheers.